Okay, so first and foremost, I'd just really like to say to everyone, thank you for joining me. Thank you so much for your support, the love that I've been getting. I so appreciate it and I'm so thankful. I thank God first and foremost, and I thank you guys for giving me your views, your opinions, your DMs, your inboxes on Facebook, the people that are posting, reposting, and sharing my videos, sending it on to others. I thank you so much. If I could just also add before I get into this video, I am trying to make the videos a lot better and a lot more entertaining, so there will be things that I'm looking to incorporate. One's, for instance, lighting. I know a few of you have said, Tash, can you get some better lighting? Can you fix it up, dress it up a little bit more? So that is something that I'm looking to do. A new camera. So this is money, y'all. So this is like things that I'm gonna have to now fund and buy and prepare and make it a lot more enjoyable for you lot, because you lot are my audience and I take your comments on, definitely. And also there's going to be a mixture, because I want to actually invite people on my channel. Those of you who know who you are, I've already asked you, and thank you very much for agreeing. So I will be having a mixed forum live, so that will be two girls, two boys, and we're going to talk and we're going to reason and we're going to bust joke and we're going to discuss, and it will be like a live and open Q&A. But that's to come. There's a lot more that I really want to do with this channel, a lot more that I want to give to you. So if I go quiet, I'm doing stuff. So yeah, okay, so I've had to write and print out loads of stuff, just because this topic has opened everybody up. So yeah, oral sex. Now that's a big thing, a big topic for us to talk about. And everybody's got different views on it. I got views, you guys have got views, men have views, women have views. So, and apologies to everybody who has emailed me or sent me something and I haven't been able to incorporate it in this video. So I do apologize, just because there were so many that I couldn't get everybody in. But please don't be disheartened. I fully receive them and I'm thankful for them, and I will make it a point to add you into my next video. So keep it coming, guys, and thank you. Okay, so we'll start off with Mr. B. You know who you are, and most of these people want to be anonymous just because of the topic, and they don't want to offend anyone that they know or make anyone feel uncomfortable that they've previously been with or currently with, and I can respect that totally. So big up yourself. So Mr. B, this is his thoughts. Sex is not sex without oral sex. Any guy that is giving a woman I apologize. Any guy that is not giving a woman oral sex is a waste of time. Ladies, you need to leave this man alone. 90%, now this is a high percentage that he's put in here. 90% of relationships suffer from the lack of oral sex being involved in their relationship. Boy, if you don't give your woman oral sex, it is a dangerous and stupid thing. Very controversial, Mr. B. Don't get me wrong, he says. Sex is good, but oral sex is on a different level. And you see where he said different, he's made it in bold, so I could fully envision what he meant. Thank you for that. He states, the pleasure that a woman gets from you, and I quote, putting your pina in her vuvuzuela. Why? Sorry, that just really made me chuckle. Yeah, pina in her vuvuzuela, I've never heard that before, is a different feeling than when you actually have sex with us. I think there he's trying to tell us that the pleasure that a woman gets from oral sex is different from sexual intercourse. Noted. And lastly, he says the most important thing is to know what you're doing, otherwise leave it alone. Okay, that is from Mr. B, and we thank you for your comments. Mr. S, you know who you are. He feels that oral sex is still a taboo, especially in the black community. He says there's no such thing as the right person. He feels that people should know who they're giving oral sex to. Do you agree? Mr. S also says all of a sudden oral sex is fashionable, hence the peer pressure that people can sometimes feel. Mr. S also goes on to say, if the guy of, sorry, I'm just trying to read what he's saying. Okay. The gentleman that emailed me, the gentleman of concern, if he wants to do it, then you should just do it. You don't need anyone's approval, and you don't need answers to the question. Now, just to let you guys know, I received an email from a young man. He is unsure about oral sex, as he hasn't actually performed it himself. He has received it, but he hasn't actually performed it and given it to someone before. So his question really was, is there a type of girl that you should be looking for to perform this on? Is there a time limit that you should be with a girl, as in should he do it on the first day, or is there a longer time? Should he do it while he's in a relationship, or can he do it when he's casual? So this is where this whole topic has grown from this gentleman's email, and it seems to have touched you lot quite a lot. Oh, I'm sorry, pardon me, excuse me, but we're live and I'm human, so I apologize. But yeah, he seems to be very unsure about what he should do in this situation, hence why we're talking about this. So that was Mr. S. Mr. Z, and you know who you are, he says oral sex is a normal part of sex in 2016. Sex without oral sex is boring. Sorry, and he's put this in big font, hella boring to be exact. But he believes it's got to be a mutual thing between the two individuals that are partaking in the act. He believes it helps a couple be stronger. He's not saying that you should cheat if you're not receiving oral sex, but he feels that the lack of it can possibly make a person want to cheat or leave. Do you agree with that? Mr. C, now you see, ladies, this is what I'm talking about. The men are very, very vocal. They got things to say. Ladies, I think I have one lady who wanted to be heard, and let's be vocal about this. Like, let's not shy away from things, because I think this is very, very endearing. I don't think it's something that we should be shy about this modern day. Sex is something that we all do, that we all will do eventually, and I think we should talk about it responsibly and, reason about it. So please, ladies, hit up the comments down below. Let me know what you're saying. Mr. C, he feels that initiating oral sex on the first day is a wrong one. It's not to be done. That's what he says. He feels that women are internal and men are external. So he feels that when you're going to partake in giving a woman oral sex, you should be very clear about what you're doing and who you're doing it to. He feels that, and this made me chuckle, he feels that a nanny check needs to be done before. Why? Okay, so he feels that a nanny check of some sorts needs to be done, and he goes into a little bit of detail. He feels that comfortability comes from knowing someone, and that only comes with time. So in his Nani check, he feels that once you grow and learn this person and how they are and what they do and who they are, that's the kind of Nani check that he's talking about. Mr. C. Okay, so and he's put here. Okay, oh Lord have mercy. Okay, I gotta read this out because he's written it. Okay, Mr. C says, know where you're parking your bus, because a couple of men could have already been through that bus, still riding the bus, jumping off and on that bus. I love your terminology. I can't lie, that's a joke. But thank you, Mr. C. Miss F. Hey girl, hey boo boo. You know who you are, girl. Thank you very much for stepping up and voicing how you feel about it and your experience from a girl's point of view. The man them have done chat and chat what they want to chat. It's time for you to step up for the females. So Miss F. Miss F feels there's no pressure. She believes that it's a two-way thing. If one's doing it to the other, the recipient needs to give back. She also said, hats off to the young man who has sent in his email and asking, should he do it or should he not, and questions around that. She feels that it's an issue that some men write off completely, and he's actually open-minded enough to actually even consider it. Miss F also goes on to say everyone is different. She explains that she herself has been with her partner for 4.5 years. She does perform oral sex on him, and it's not because of peer pressure or anything that he's actually pressuring her to do, but because she wants to. Hashtag I'm grown. Do your thing, babes. She says, my boyfriend never actually did it to me in this 4 years, and to be fair, I've never actually had it done to me before. She said, however, 2 years ago, we were on holiday and bam, just like that, he did it. And I guess he just felt right about it. Thank you, Miss F, for stepping up and giving us your experience. You haven't just given me your view, you've given us your actual personal experience. So thank you very much for sharing that with us. Oh, hello. I have a Mr. L that I forgot about. I apologize. Mr. L, you know who you are. Mr. L has said, who doesn't partake in oral sex this modern day in 2016? You gotta be weird if you're not partaking in oral sex in 2016. He has given me a personal experience. He says, I remember meeting a girl for the first time. She was beautiful. I couldn't sleep with her because I actually didn't have any condoms. So, I ate her out. And she came twice. I wanted to do this to her because she smelled so good, and I wanted to leave her feeling happy. I don't feel bad, even though that was the first night that we linked. Hashtag this is real life. Okay. So, for me, I think there's a few things I agree with and a few things that I don't agree with. So, for me, I think oral sex is part of sex. I don't think there's sex and then there's oral sex. I think that there's just the togetherness, the merging of the two. I think that you should partake in oral sex if you feel comfortable. I feel that this is something that shouldn't be rushed. It shouldn't be because the other person is doing it. I feel it should be on your time. I think that you should choose wisely. Like Mr. C said, he referred to it as a Nani check or a willy check. Can I say that? I don't know. But I'm going to say it. A willy check or a Nani check. I don't feel it should be something that Tom, Dick and Harry gets. If it's like, we call it, I don't know, mates rates, where everyone's getting it. Every person that you meet is getting that. I think that's kind of loose balling. Um, I feel that oral sex is actually a special thing, to be real honest. I think this is something that you should want to give to somebody, that you want not only to understand how much you're feeling them and how much you're into them, but also it's elevating the sexual level between you both. This is something that you got to take your time with if you're doing it. Like, I know one of my girls, she's told me that guy went down on her and she felt like this guy was a living, breathing Dyson vacuum cleaner. The way he just went in, like, take your time. If you're a guy doing it to a girl, or you're a girl doing it to girls, men don't like teeth. Like, I don't really know if some of you are aware of this. Too much is not cool. They really don't like that. Like, take your time. Like, I can't really, you know, explain, but teeth. Girls, like, I got cousins, I got god brothers. They be telling me teeth is a big thing for guys. Take your time, and guys, please, no teeth. We can't do the whole Cookie Monster thing. Take your time. You know, no gnashes, just lots of slow and sensual feelings. We like those. Give us more of those. It's okay. Also as well, know what you're dealing with before you've actually gone in. So you see, if you're not sure about this whole oral sex thing, I don't know if it's like practicing, you know, like when you was young and you used to practice on your hand how to kiss. I'm not sure if oral sex has one of those before you do it practices, but can you just like try on your hand or something, on a balloon, I don't know, Google it or something, just try to sort of test yourself out before you go full in, because if you're not sure and you don't know how to do it, don't go in confidently and flop. Like, that's the worst situation you could be in, Lord. You don't want to be there lying down and someone's there and they don't have a flipping clue what they're doing, but they came in so confident and so hard, you were like, okay, yeah, and then they just flopped, and it's an awkward situation when this happens for both of you. And I know some people that has happened to, who were the actual person who was doing the act, and they flopped, and the self-confidence, the loss, sorry, of self-confidence that you get from that is it's very off-putting for them to want to try and do it again, let alone the person who, was on the receiving end. I also feel that it's a non-selfish act. When I say that, I mean, I think it's an act that should be shared. I I personally feel uncomfortable if I'm in that situation where I feel I want to give this to somebody and they don't want to give it back. I'm like, well, that ain't happening again, because I feel that it's very selfish for somebody to give you that. If you're in a relationship, I'm talking about, not casual sex. If you're in a relationship and you give yourself to somebody and they only want to receive, I think that's damn right out of order. Sorry, let me come. I think that's damn right out of order. So I don't think that it's something that it should just be a one-way street. I think Mrs. F, I think she said that she feels that it's, something that should be shared, and I fully agree with that. The only time I actually am on the fence with it is if the person who is receiving doesn't actually feel comfortable yet to try out the act, because he doesn't feel right with it, or he's unsure of what he actually has to do, and it's something that he needs to feel fully comfortable with before he does it, then that's acceptable. I think that's okay. Because like I said, don't go rushing into it just because, or especially if you're unsure about what you're doing. Take your time and learn the act, learn about it, read about it, definitely. Because let's be honest, when sex is combined with different things, be it oral sex or um, just different flavors of mixing it in your sex life on a whole, um, I think sex is something that should be celebrated, definitely. I don't think it's something that we should shy from. I don't think oral sex in particular should be a taboo anymore. I do agree with a lot of the young men that um, express their feelings in their emails. I feel that we're past that. I don't feel that we're in a time now where it's all like, oh, do you know she, or do you know he? I think we're very, very much past that, and I feel that if you're grown, um, then why not? Why should it be something that you shy away from? Um, I do. I feel it's a normal part of sex. I feel it's a normal function of sex. I feel that the two are the same. Definitely. Um, definitely. If you feel pressured in any way, just to my young man who emailed me, I get the feeling from your email that you feel a type of pressure. Maybe it's how the girl looks, because I know that sometimes men can feel like that. Sometimes if they meet a girl and she's so stunning, they just want to please her. But if you're not ready yet and you're unsure, you don't know this girl, don't rush into it. If she's worth it, then you know, just take your time. Sorry, something's just popped up on my screen. Remember I said, yo, this is real life. um, but yeah, and for girls as well, if you feel that the guy, you know, keeps on talking about it and you feel uncomfortable, then speak to him about it and say, yo, I don't really feel ready for that yet. I want to get to know you, or I want to get to know what oral sex is about before I do it. Don't feel pressured by anyone, definitely. Especially when it comes to anything in sex, because I'm not really down for all of them shades of grey, beat me, you love me, but you're mashing me up with things. I'm not down for that. So if anyone was bringing that to me, I would have to say, no, I'm not down for that. And I won't be ready. Feel comfortable. In your feelings towards sex, definitely. If that's how you feel, or that's something you want to try, don't force it on somebody. And definitely, if you're on the receiving end from that, talk up and let the person know how you feel, because they won't know how you feel about it until you speak to them about it. um and I mean, if you're in a relationship, I think oral sex is different. When I say that, I mean it's a togetherness of the two individuals in the relationship. And like one of the guys said, I do feel that it makes you stronger, because you're adding another part of sex into your intimacy, really. And it brings you closer. You learn the person that you're actually doing this act on. You learn, oh, if I do this, she'll cringe, her back will snap in and raise up, or oh, his toes curl. It's a connection between you both. It's a response. It's an action, then a response, and you can just watch the person either grow or just crumble in front of you. And I think that's a beautiful experience. Not all people do it, not all people are down for it, but I don't think it's whether you do it or you don't, it should be looked down on. Definitely not. Really? In 2016? I don't agree with that. Um, but yeah, young man, I think take some time just to understand what oral sex is, read up on it, watch some videos, YouTube, Google. Google's good for everything now. And get to know this young woman and get to see what, or learn her in a sense. Watch her, see what she likes, see what she doesn't, talk to her, pick her mind discreetly, and just find out if this is something that she's already done or something that she hasn't. Who knows? It could be an experience where she hasn't ever done herself and you haven't, and then you can come together on it. But most of all, do it safely, and feel comfortable with doing this. Don't just jump into it if you're very unsure. And I hope that this little video has, you know, shed some light on what people think outside and my thoughts. But yeah. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your emails. Keep them coming, and please, 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 please feel free to comment down below. Please, I love the comments. I love the banter. Be respectful, please, because everybody's got their views and their opinions. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you real soon. Trust me.